Hey guys.
Traigan botellas que ya comenzó la fiesta.
Let's get down to business. I don't know. Today's gonna be, I don't know. Today could be an hour long. I have no idea. I don't know what today has in store for us. I have a new keyboard. So it's not the mechanical one anymore. I don't know why the fuck I got one of those. I hated it the moment I got it. All right. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Carry? Okay, I knew that wasn't a word. That feels like it's probably what it is. Sword. All right. Hey, LeBron. LeBron. Oh. Can't mess this up. Yaler. Whaler. I don't think this is a word. Oh, it is. All right, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Huh. Baylor? All right, thank God. I didn't think that was it. Is this stupid? Am I fucking up? All right. Baylor? Baylor's something I'm assuming has to do with hay bales. Aaron with the $5. Thoughts on Denver Orlando's recent assistant coaching hire? Seems like they are trying to entertain a specific someone. Let's get to that in a second, Aaron. Let's get to that in a second. It's a trash compactor? Oh, Baylor Greyjoy. Here's where we really shine, folks. Here's where we really shine. To do. Okay, here are lists. Bucket list, to-do list, laundry list, short list. Easy. Racket. Hustle. Scheme. Sting. Beat, maybe. Okay, con game. Fold. Stir, blend, beat. Fold. Was that the most dominant performance anyone's ever had at this game? Was that the most memorable moment anybody's ever had in this game? I mean, that was utter domination. That was dominating. I mean, that was just a domination. Unc Lakers, Golden State today. I'm so interested about Dixon. Led the nation in points per game and got undrafted. All right. I think some of the Utah ones started, the Utah Summer Leagues. All right. I mean, is this one of the slower free agent weeks ever? Like, I know we had some big trades and stuff, and I think kind of expected it. But this was like, I mean, we've gone like, we're only a few days since free agency started. Like, we've gone 3 days since anything has happened. 3 days since a single thing has taken place. Thoughts on Joey Chestnut's dominant performance in the hot dog eating contest yesterday? I didn't watch. I thought he retired, or is that the other guy, the Japanese guy? What's his name? Kobayashi? Where you at with the America party? I literally just saw that right before I went live. So what's going on? Are we waiting until tomorrow? Tomorrow's the day when all these contracts are like solid, right? We're waiting tomorrow for this historic 7-team sign and trade. Because from what I understand, I don't think anyone's expecting new. Like, the Lakers are involved, but they're not getting anybody in this sign and trade. But is there still some stuff between the Pistons and Kings? I haven't really been online the last couple days. Fill me in, guys. What did I miss? Fill me in. Lakers not getting anyone in the 17 trade would be hilarious. I mean, they're not going to get anyone. I literally saw a Lakers person reporting that. Literally just got a Twitter notification. Oh my God. Target acquired. It's my turn.
Guard that they can.
Literally knew I just went live. Breaking news live from the Slightly Biased Sports desk. The Houston Rockets are trading Cam Whitmore to the Washington Wizards for 2 second-round picks. Wow. Man, that was Cam Whitmore's value. That's Cam Whitmore's value? I mean, I hit the live button. You see what happens? You can't make this shit up, man. Wow. Okay. I mean, hard to consider this anything but a massive win for the Wizards, right? Oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. I thought that was my door opening. No, it's just my cat going absolutely batshit insane again. He gets these blue balls. They're toys. And it just triggers something in him. I can't describe it. He doesn't play with really any other toys. I bought him like expensive toys. Like little fish that move. It's supposed to simulate catching a fish for a cat. He doesn't give a fuck. I got ones that hang from the ceiling. Doesn't fuck with it. I got a little cactus scratch pad. Doesn't fuck with it at all. This blue ball, man. He just sprints around. All right, so Cam Whitmore to the Washington Wizards for 2 second-rounders. Wow. Damn. I mean, just kind of crazy. That's his value from a guy that just 2 years ago, just a couple years ago, we're talking about Cam Whitmore being a top 5 pick. And then he drops and drops and drops in the lottery. And doesn't get like too much burn with the Rockets, obviously. Ime Udoka hates him. But there's at least some like upside. Wow.
Got him right, knocked the glasses off.
We were begging for Whitmore in that draft. Who's we? Must be a bum off the court. Well, I do also think his on the court stuff is just like let's just look at the numbers for him. You know, I don't know. He's just kind of one of those guys, like I think even a less accomplished Kuminga, where it's just like he needs the ball in his hands. I think he wants to be more than he probably should be at this juncture, and there's just not room, and the Rockets aren't really entertaining it. And it does kind of suck for the Rockets because, you know, you didn't even really get that chance. This guy's the Harrison Barnes of Jonathan Kuminga. I mean, all right, that's an interesting looking shot. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Can I help you, dude? You're scaring me. Hey. Hey, buddy. You want to come here? You want to come here? Finn, come here. Hey. Come here. Come on. He just doesn't. He does not fuck with being on camera. If I weren't streaming, he'd be right here, right now. Finn, the people want your opinions on Cam Whitmore. What are your opinions, Bubba? This is my number one boy right here. This is my number one boy. Okay? Uh-oh. He's up here now. Now he's up here. Now he's up here. Okay, so. Okay. So now you never want to come, and now all of a sudden you're really interested, huh? Now, oh, look out. What a special character, huh? What a special guy. I'm trying to get used to this website. People have told me it's the best. NBARPM.com. People have told me it's the best for advanced stats and numbers. Let's try to figure out what we're looking at here. So this is for this past season. I mean, where's the efficiency? 54% true shooting. Well, I mean, what are we looking at here? Block recovery percentage, deflections, forced turnovers per game, field goal attempts at the rim, field goal percentage at rim. All right. Field goal percentage from long mid-range, 48%. It's a pretty good number. That's a pretty good number. Let's look at him. Whitmore's just one of those guys that's just like, I mean, on a team like Houston, he's not gonna get there. You know what I mean? 2-pointer. I wonder where it's getting those numbers from, because this is not 42%. Is that what it was? Yeah, this one says 48. Who the fuck knows? You see the Windhorse report that some teams have inquired with the Lakers about a potential trade for LeBron? No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think there's a single team. I don't think there's a single team that is like willing to go the LeBron trade route. Like the Knicks are the most interesting one because they're like one of the few that could do a straight up swap basically, but it doesn't even really make that much sense for them, you know, unless they're like, we don't want Cat, like we want out of the Cat business, and this can give us an expiring. But I doubt that's the case. Some ugly ass misses.
Whitmore very aggressive, looking for a shot. Shaking.
Embarrassing trade for the Rockets. Could have Connect or 2031 first. Well, I guess not. I'm sure if that was on the table, they would have done it, huh? Like, I'm sure if that was on the table, they would have done that instead of 2 second rounders. It's just really interesting that's his value. And it's also really interesting to me that that's his value and you're willing to trade it. You know what I mean? Like, not the fact that that's his value, and the Rockets are like, yeah, whatever. We want him off the team. I wonder if there's maybe some more to this. What are you doing over there, dude? He's scaring me. The Rockets worked with Whitmore, the number 20 pick in 2023, in his reps at WME basketball over the last few weeks on a new home. Whitmore has averaged 10.8 points over 2 years. Last season, scoring 0.46 per touch. Bro, what the fuck is this stat? Last season, scoring 0.46 points per touch? Bro, I have never even heard of that stat. What? 0.46 per touch. All right. Yeah, I'm sure, Shams. I'm sure. Sounds like a black hole stat. I'm about to say, I don't know how good of a stat that actually is. The ironic thing, and I'm about to tweet that right now. The ironic thing about Shams, whoops. I meant Shams tweeting this stat is it actually makes Whitmore look horrible. Like, think about it. That stat actually does make it look terrible because he's not efficient. So if it's point per touch for a guy who's well below average efficiency-wise, well below average efficiency-wise, what do you think that means? That means his ass isn't passing the ball. Look at points per touch. Where the fuck do you even find that? Points per touch. Player touches. Man, this is one of those stats that I just see somebody. Points per touch. Gary Trent Jr., Kobe Brown, Luka Garza, Dalton Knecht, Neemias Queta, Marvin Bagley. Yeah. Well, Donovan Mitchell. Wait, am I tripping? Where even is he? He's not even on here. Is this too mean, doing the shames thing? Is this Shams' new nickname? No shames? No shame, Shams. Am I wrong? Like, that's not a stat I think is good. I look at that stat, I don't think it's a good stat. What stat would you guys have gone with? I would have gone with the long mid-range. Was one of the most efficient long mid-range jump shooters this year. That stat makes more sense if it's like if you're a spot shooter, you know, if you're a spot up guy. Yeah, I would have been like, really? You guys are making me really like I gotta tweet this one? This stat? Points per touch. Like, come on, bro. All right, look, I get it. Who is it? The 8-1. Like, okay, right? Like, let's just send a reminder out. That one I kind of understood is like, let's send a reminder out that this guy is kind of a prolific stat guy at the very least, right? Like, this guy is a prolific stat guy, and let's just remind people, like, hey, 16 and 10. People are like, oh, shit, yeah, that's right. He does put up some crazy numbers. Once we got to the Jackson Hayes one, and it's like, yeah, well, he was like 70%. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Anyone with eyeballs knows this guy's horrific at the sport. Right? Brandon Nimmo bomb. Like, everyone knows this guy's actually terrible at the sport. Cam Whitmore, yeah, why couldn't you just done on the Cam Whitmore thing? Why couldn't you just be like, yeah, former first round pick, highly touted first round pick gets a chance to thrive now. There you go. Ship that out. Former first round pick, highly touted lottery prospect, highly touted first round prospect gets a new chance with Washington. That's it. That's all you got to say. Now we're not points per touch, bro. He's only 20, not even old enough to buy a beer. Yeah, I mean, I like it for Washington off the rip. Like, I know we're poo-pooing. You're watching the Don Harper Yakuchonis showdown. Where can I watch that? Is that not on TV anywhere? Is that seriously not on TV? What the fuck? My YouTube TV is stuck. Agility Premier Cup. What is that? Agility Premier Cup. The AKC Agility Premier Cup brings together the country's most elite agility teams in fast-paced, high-stakes competition. Folks, this is a dog show. This is a dog competition. Yeah, nobody, unless I'm mistaken, guys don't really play that much in the Utah one, do they? Am I wrong? Vegas one is important. I wouldn't say important. I just don't think. Why do they do multiple ones? Not that I'm complaining. Let's get a consensus feel here. Like, what Rockets fans, this one has to be a little bit of a surprise, no? Like, I don't know what was being expected. It's kind of funny, like, looking around. I think probably there were some Rockets fans who were envisioning Cam Whitmore being the centerpiece of, like, a bigger trade, a centerpiece. I think you had, like, Lakers fans I know were daydreaming about. And it's funny because I was like, you guys really think you're just going to get in this sign and trade and get Cam Whitmore for what? Well, they could have got his ass if they wanted him. We tried shopping him for a 2025 first and couldn't get it done. Wow. Yes, people on here dreaming of 2 first-round picks. Bro, people on the sub were saying he was the best prospect in the team. He was better than Jaylen. He shouldn't be traded for this player. That player, all really good players, but no dude. There was a reason teams passed up on him. So I remember vividly, prior to this draft, you know, I was doing my slightly biased big board. You know, I've had people reach out to me and say it's one of the most successful big boards they've ever seen, right? They call it the big, beautiful big board. The beautiful big board. The big, beautiful big board. They said it's the greatest one. I had Cam Whitmore 11th on there. Hey, that's low. I mean, I was lower on him than consensus. He was like a consensus top 5 guy through and through. There was some stat, and I wish I could find it. There was some stat that just threw me the fuck off immediately. And it was like something about his playmaking percentage or some shit like that. Assist percentage to turnover percentage. And it was like this type of player literally never works. And I wish I could remember the exact stat. But like there was smart draft people who were like, yeah, he looks really promising, but there's like the assist percentage to turnover percentage has literally never, they like compared it to other prospects. Like this guy will literally like never has a player of this archetype. And I guess never, I never say never, but it wasn't any stars, has ever developed in anything like a star. Just like, cause that's one of those things you don't I don't think you develop really. I think you get smarter as a player. I think, watching film and being with other really smart NBA players, you learn off those guys and stuff. But you think you just have to have like an instinct, and you either just kind of have it or you don't. Scoring shooting guards with no all NBA upside always fail. That's why this year I was a little bit lower on some of these smaller guards. He's not a garbage time player. He's just on a stacked roster in the second seed West, to be exact. Well, it's not like his value was good. I mean, let's just call it what it is. If the Rockets thought there was like any real upside there, one, they wouldn't have traded him. Two, they would have tried to get more instead of just trading him for 2 seconds. Also, if other teams across the league thought, no, Cam Whitmore's like, we get him in here and give him 30 minutes a game, like he could turn into a star still. Teams have been lining up to trade for him and not giving up 2 second-round picks from the Wizards. I feel like Anthony Edwards kind of bucked that trend, though. He's developed way better feel for the game than when he was drafted. Yeah, I mean, that was a common concern about Anthony Edwards, too. I don't think his numbers were as dire as Cam Whitmore's. Cam Whitmore's was, like, dire. It was, like, really bad, I remember. And it's funny, that's still kind of a... That's still kind of a concern for Ant, is the playmaking stuff. Ant had the defensive upside too, and also Ant's like wouldn't say one-of-one athlete, but like an uber special athlete. An uber special athlete, and Cam Whitmore's a good athlete, but he's not that great. The quick twitch stuff like Ant. Second round picks, feel like they could have got Jokic or something. Yeah, I was kind of thinking Jokic or Giannis, but a couple seconds. So immediately, I mean, yeah, I like Reed Shepherd more than Cam Whitmore. That much is certain. Carter Bryant's playing today. David Jones Garcia, Carter Bryant, Nathan Mensah, Harrison Ingram, Amari Moore. For the Heat, Khalil Ware, Kira Lewis Jr., Pele Larson. God damn, they got a dream team. Kispert Jakuchonis, Kashad Johnson. Yeah, no Dylan Harper. Kira Lewis, man. Yeah, Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore is definitely a great athlete, but I'm a little bit surprised Khalil Ware's there, I guess. So we have room for a vet mid now. Jakuchonis. So I'm assuming, especially the way that Shams worded this, that he basically asked out. Right? Is Kobe Buffkin playing in Summer League? Never a good sign when it's year 3 and you're in Summer League, you gotta say. Never a good sign. Have you talked about the Nuggets situation? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I didn't even see that until last night. I didn't even know that was going on until last night. We'll talk about it here in a second. We'll also talk about Aaron wanted to talk about speaking of the Nuggets, some assistant coach hires from both Denver and Orlando. Some assistant coach hires that make you think maybe they're, positioning themselves, trying to get as many guys as a certain guy likes. Something to think about. All right, so I'm trying to figure out this website a little bit better. It's cool. It's got like a bunch of stats. It's got a bunch of stats that are cool. I mean, look at the assist numbers for a guy who like wants to be on ball a little bit. Yeesh. It's not really what you want to see. You know, you could look at play types on this website too, like pick and roll ball handler. Points over expectation, -12. Isolation, -9. Not really good at much of anything. On off. Bad. They're 4.5 points better with him off the floor last year. That's there's some context to that. I would say. Second chance points. All right. So I feel like some of these are just 6 factor. DPR, RAPM. Is that Darko or is that a different stat? RAPM rank 503. How many fucking players are there in the NBA? Sorry, thoughts on thoughts? I don't want to get philosophical on you guys or anything like that. I got to get used to this new keyboard, guys. Sittery says Wizards to try to trade Corey Kispert. Hell yeah, we already got a stoppage of play in the summer league game, and they're already at the monitor. This is what I'm talking about right here. We're a minute into this summer league game, and we're already at the monitor. That's what it's all about. How is that even possible? Honest to God. All right, I haven't checked on Evan Sidiary in a while because people told me that he was Insidious Sidiary. Evan Insidious Sidiary. I mean, Corey Kispert looks like he'll walk onto the Love Island Villa tomorrow. Like that's kind of a vibe I get from him. Kispert looks like he's a new bombshell walking in Casa Amor tomorrow. Anyone else kind of get that vibe? A hot new bombshell has entered the villa. He looks hardcore MAGA. Yeah, I could see. I could see that. Jamal Musayali. What happened to him? Watched the Real Madrid game, Unk. Looks like a bad injury getting stretchered out. What happened? ACL? Oh! Wish I didn't see that picture. Hey, I've been there, buddy. I've been there. Have you watched any FIBA U19 games? No, but I did watch some of the highlights from the Germany-Slovenia game. Because what's the kid's name on Germany? Hello? Just told Rich Paul that number wasn't good enough. We're working on it. Told Rich Paul that number wasn't going to be good enough. After the Wizards' acquisition of Cam Whitmore, who prioritized a larger wing role at his new destination, Corey Kispert is a very strong trade candidate. Kispert is on a team-friendly deal contract. Team friendly. Not sure how many teams are going to be lining up there. Not sure. Haynes Steinbach. Is that the kid's name? I saw somebody fucking dominate. Is this him? No, it was Christian Anderson Jr. Texas Tech sophomore. Yeah, this is what I was seeing. He was down. Oh wait, honestly, I'm not even fucking with FIBA. Guys, by the way, they still haven't figured out this whatever is going on with the scoreboard. So I don't think Corey Kispert's on a team from the contract. I don't think there's too many teams lining up to get that contract. So we'll see. Wizards now have 7 players age 21 or younger in their rotation. Alex Sarr, Bilal Coulibaly, Trey Johnson, Cam Whitmore, AJ Johnson, Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George. The Wizards have done a great job. Like, full stop. I mean, this is a great trade for the Wizards, right? I mean, they'll definitely have a role. And if I'm the Wizards, I'm giving them a runway. Fuck it, right? Fuck it. I'm giving him a runway. Does he start? Probably not. He comes off the bench, right? Horrible take from slightly hater. Just like the most mundane take of all time. Comes off the bench. I like it for him. I mean, fuck it. Why not? You're not going to be good anyways. Is he? I mean, he's got the option after this year, right? Now, it's going to be interesting with what we've seen in restricted free agency so far with what we've seen so far in restricted free agency from the Josh Giddeys of the world, the Cam Thomases, the Quentin Grimes. These guys are just, teams don't, like, there's no market for these guys whatsoever. If I'm an agent of one of these guys, I got to get myself to a place where I can really shine. I can't be like fucking around like on the bench. I'm going to get a minimum. This is a new NBA. Giddey played well last season. No. Yeah, and look at that. Apparently there's a canyon is what they say. The divide between the two. Aaron, 5 months inside Illusional Club. What is the desire to wait with these restricted free agents? Well, if you're I have long been a proponent, slightly GM, long been a proponent of teams waiting out restricted free agency for guys. I've never understood, especially these. And I got to be honest with you, I lump Jabari Smith Jr. into this. I'm like, if I were them, I would have just let it get to restricted free agency. Why the fuck does it matter to me? But like your Aytons of the world, for example, I thought the Suns did a great job of just, we'll see if a team gives you an offer sheet, go find one. You want X amount of dollars, go get it, and we'll match it. We'll keep you, but we're trying to build a team here. We're trying to build a roster. Like, we're not just going to give you $30 million because you want it. So it makes sense from the team's perspective. And if you're a player, you're like, well, fuck it, I want $30 million. Then if I'm the Bulls, I'm like, then go find it. Other teams also want to lock up their money with an offer for 3 days while waiting to see if they match. Didn't they change that rule? Max might be untradeable if that's Whitmore's value. I'm wondering if the Mavs would entertain a wave and stretch of like Dwight Powell. Wave and stretch could be possible. I think Omax is almost certainly getting traded. But yeah, if Cam Whitmore's going for a couple seconds. Let's see, what are some other some other stuff going on. I mean, again, I haven't been, I haven't really been plugged in the last couple days. What would you do if you named the GM to replace Nico? I mean, nothing now. Would sign PJ, and that would kind of be it. Before the draft, it would have been a different conversation. Carter Bryant just clanked the fuck out of a 3. Oh, he shoot another one, though. Hey, I like that. I like that shot right there. How much do you think the Mavs need to give up to Dumpo, Max? Fire GM? Nothing. You're telling me I can't talk one single team into just taking Omax for nothing. You're telling me I can't talk one single team into doing it. Not one single team would say, oh, yeah, okay, fine. What would you give PJ? I'd give him the max I can give him. What is it, $22 million a year? I mean, maybe I would see if we could play ball a tiny bit, but I'd be willing to give him it. Pistons fans all want PJ. Yeah, I mean, you keep guys like that, and then has it been off the table that they could look to do a 2-for-1 trade instead of a dump? Yeah, I'm sure they could. I don't know what's out there right now, though, to like make the team better. There's some ugly misses, folks. This is Summer League. There's some ugly misses. Player touches. Points per touch. Unreal. I've seriously never fucking heard of that stat. I have genuinely never once heard somebody. Oh wait, this okay, no wonder. I was like, where is it? This is playoff stats. James Wiseman, Norman Powell, KP, Jaren Jackson, and Cam Whitmore, 4.6. And I don't think this is like a very good stat when you're not an efficient player. Just means you're not passing the ball. Well, you got like spot up guys, by and large, spot up guys are bigs. Oh, Shea. That's because Shea's uber efficient, though. Pistons love PJ. Oh yeah, I know. I've seen that quite a bit. Now I'm interested. Like, okay. All right. I hate that I'm even about to do this, but let me just go see. PJ Washington, teams involved. That's funny. It just immediately went to PJ. Only way I can see Detroit getting Keegan Murray. Mavs trading PJ and Caleb Martin for Jaden Ivey. Damn, new PJ to Detroit. There's only been one in the last 6 days. Fanspo has fallen off. Fanspo has fallen off, man. Damn. Sad times. Jesus. Mavs pass? Interesting. I'm not sure how much I would love Jaden Ivey. Like, I don't. Is he like what the Mavs need, really? Damn, man. Fanspo's fallen off completely. You can't trade PJ until you know Flag is going to be something? No. I mean, you're going to give Flag a ginormous runway of years. Call an Uber efficient because you can't drive, you cripple. mean, technically I could. I think I could get behind the wheel. It's just not recommended. You know, like I could figure something out. I think I could press down. You know, I could press down, accelerate and brake. Who's your main in Marvel Rivals? I haven't played Marvel Rivals much at all. Just I played a few nights ago actually, and was what's homegirl's name with the thighs? Not Emma Frost. What's her name, chat? Luna Snow? The Luna Snow, she's a tank, right? I like her. She's fun. It could be any of them. That's true. That's true. That's true. No, not Invisible Woman. Homegirl with the thighs. Well, you know who I'm talking about. I have a feeling PJ might request a trade to get more playing time and hit free agency next year. No, I don't think so. I'm almost certain the Mavs will offer him the extension the moment he's eligible to sign it. He might get $30 million next year. No, I don't see a world PJ's getting 30 mil. He's just not that kind of player. But no, she's good. I like her. I like the fact that she can turn into that little melee form. You can grab people and throw them on the ground. I like that move. That's a good move. No, I think 22 is pretty good for PJ. I'd imagine he would sign that if that got offered to him.
In his first half minutes, he was really good too. Now looks to drive. Tried to go through two guys and got denied, but it was really good too.
I'm not a Cam Whitmore. I'm not on Cam Whitmore Island. By the way, these stats are really good. Cam Whitmore 2-pointer. Cam Whitmore long 2-pointer pull-up shot. That's Aaron Holiday shooting a 30-foot three. So that's just we'll see. I like it for Detroit quite a bit, or Washington quite a bit. I think this offseason's told us a lot about certain players. Teams are just these no defense guys. I think teams are just out on through and through, unless you're like really good at something else. So, for example, Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson's contract not a little crazy. I think the chat has shown us a lot about slightly biased or slightly hater. Hey, there's room for two legends to coexist. True. But I'm still saying, like, Duncan Robinson nearly $20 million a year. We're still doing that. Okay. But again, yeah, Duncan Robinson is fine as a team defender, but can shoot at that size, like he'll get paid. But think about some of the other guys, these like non-defense guys that aren't even that efficient really. Teams are just like, dude, we don't give a fuck about you. Why do you sing so much lately? I don't know. Don't know. You got a problem with it? Is it an issue? You have something you want to say? The Sexton dump. Simon's just getting pawned off, basically. I mean, I don't really sound good, to be honest. That's fine. You don't sound... I mean, I sound good. I know you don't sound good, but that's okay. Trade PJ for Zion? Yeah, I'm in. What's my take on Ace Bailey? So actually, I've seen you guys compare Ace Bailey to like Cam Whitmore a little bit. I think there's a world that really exists for Ace Bailey where bare minimum he can be a 3-and-D guy at his size. Now the question is, could he ever get there? Mentally, could Ace Bailey ever get there? Where it's like, hey, we're a couple years into your career. This hasn't really panned out. You know, the on-ball stuff, you being the number one guy. Can we get you to just lock in defensively? Do you see Malik Beasley's in debt to his dentist and barber? Yeah, it's looking bad for Malik Beasley, man. Ace has a higher floor than what he's been given credit for, but I think the ceiling is vastly overrated. I think that's kind of where I'm at, man. I just don't see... I don't see like a super realistic pathway for him to reach that ceiling. I don't know. He'd have to be such a good and difficult shot maker for him to have anywhere near that same shot profile in the NBA. You know what I mean? You're in debt to your barber? No, I'm not. Floyd's barbershop? No, I pay them right then and there. His effort on defense has been pretty mediocre at Rutgers. I think the chance is small. He does a 180 is small, especially with his perceived personality. Yeah, but the tools and the size are there. I'm a little, I think it could happen. I think his floor is a little bit higher than some are giving it credit for. I agree 100% with Manny. The floor, I think, is higher than some are giving it credit for, but I do think that ceiling is, I see why you would say he has a super high ceiling. I just don't know how realistic it is whatsoever. I think the Malik Beasley situation is incredibly tragic. Sure, he has to reap what he sowed, but damn if it isn't a product of the constant gambling ads we see everywhere. Well, it feels like there's actually more going on to the Malik Beasley thing. Like, we're talking about somebody who sounds absurdly irresponsible with his money. I don't really get how you could be that in debt to your dentist or your barber as a multimillionaire. I just, that actually doesn't compute to me. I truthfully wonder what you're doing, especially when you're an NBA player. Like, if you're if you're just strictly a business person, it's like, man, I had to take, this property I bought just fucked me, for whatever reason, and now I'm fucked. Okay. But you're an NBA player who has just a rock solid mega salary. How are you? I don't understand it. How are you broke while you're playing? Look, I get it. I get it if you retired and, hey, you spent a little recklessly when you were playing, but that money goes away and you're just like, oh, fuck. I have to greatly reduce my spending habits, or my spending habits fucked me over. Jeff T talked about it on his show and believes it has to be his financial advisor accountant, but yeah, hard to believe it too. And it's also not like Malik Beasley was a guy making $300,000. What's the lowest you can make in the NBA, by the way? Is it 1.3? Isn't that the lowest you could possibly make? $900,000? Yeah, so it's not even like it's, hey, I'm a minor league baseball player and, I'm making $30,000 and I'm sleeping on the floor with one of my teammates. That's not what's going on here. His career earnings, $53 million, dude. That's not even counting this year. Nearly $60 million. What the fuck went wrong there? Damn, man. Some addiction, probably. How the fuck do you... I mean, I've been very responsible with money in my life at times. Not to this extent. That's why Teague said it has to be his advisor. That's why. I mean, that's why there's something sinister afoot. Looks like it's likely has to be the Nuggets backup center. They're a little too worried about my physicals. Oh, so some people are interpreting this as maybe they had better offers, but Whitmore wanted to go to Washington. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, owing a barber $20,000 is fucking crazy. How do you owe a barber $20K? Seriously, the barber, at what point are you like, all right, dude, I kind of need the money. I get like celebrity barbers are making a stupid amount of money. But like, I would think as a barber, once I'm like $500, I'm like, hey, dude, like, you mind paying $500? Like, I kind of need that. So that you will be able to recover from your broken ankle way faster than a torn Achilles. I have to say, dude, my calf has been hurting badly over the last couple of days, and my broken ankle foot. There's still like a lingering thing where I'm just like, I hope I didn't fuck my Achilles up and they missed it. That's how what's that called? When you think of the worst medical things, what is that called? Hypochondriac? Is that what that is? Pessimistic as well. Yeah, hypochondriac. Yeah. I'm just like, man, I hope I didn't like, they just saw the x-ray and were like, oh, it's just an ankle. And I'm like, dude, I think I might have fucked my Achilles up too. No, I made that. Did I tell that story? I made like my, at the urgent care place, she walks in and goes, so, yeah, you broke your ankle. And I was like, are you sure there's not an Achilles thing too? And she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, I don't know. She's like, get on the fucking table. Like, lay on your stomach on the table. Like, I could tell she was a little annoyed. I lay down. She like presses something. And she's like, yeah, you don't have a torn Achilles. Let's go get your ass in a stent. Knock, knock slightly. Who's there? I think Beasley probably got messed up when he went from 15 mil a year to 2 mil a year just to not adjust his spending habits. Yeah, maybe. Maybe a calf is working harder. Yeah, that might be it. I don't know how to describe it. It's more like a dull, it's just annoying as hell. Your calf muscles are, maybe that's it. Atrophy's setting in. 13-12 is the score after the first quarter here in game 1 of the Summer League. Just looked it up. 12 weeks for a broken ankle, 12 months for a torn Achilles. Yeah, but did you consider just like how hard those 12 weeks are? London Hoops with the 199. How you going to walk a walkable city in London, big bro? Well, I'm not going to London anymore. I'm supposed to be there. Well, I'm supposed to be on my way home today. Slightly Unplugged was supposed to be today. It's funny how this all works out. Because Slightly Unplugged would have been terrible. Like, Slightly Unplugged would have sucked. It would have been terrible. Knock, knock, who's there? Not your hairline? That one doesn't even make sense. Like, that one doesn't even add up. Yeah, I was supposed to be on my way back from London today. And then I guess we are going to do Slightly Unplugged tonight. But, yeah. Thoughts on the biggest and most beautiful bill? I am going to London, though, in October now. October, and I believe I'm going to Paris as well now. What would you have been on Slightly Unplugged, the Ayton signing? The Ayton sign, I mean, the KD trade would have been on there, but that wouldn't have been like a surprise, really, to me. The Bane trade would have been a little bit surprising. I think the Miles Turner situation was crazier in the moment than it would have been like finding out. Finding out, you'd be like, what? Like, what happened? Waving stretch, and like in the moment, it was like, what the fuck's going on? They just waved and stretched Dame, and then it was like, what's going on? The MPJ trade, yeah, but it wouldn't have been like that crazy, you know. Also, it doesn't help that the Mavericks didn't really do anything of note at all, or anything that like wasn't expected. You know what I mean? How are you watching the game? It's on NBA TV. I just have it on this side here. And to be fair, last year before I left, like there was a lot of signs pointing towards Clay going to the Mavs, but it wasn't a certainty. Najee Marshall, I wasn't expecting that really. If Nick would have been there to troll you like last year, it could have been fun. Yeah, for sure. But it would have set in really quickly. It's like, wow, they're like, so nothing crazy happened at all. No, Dame getting waved was crazier in the moment, though, is what I'm saying. Because it was just like this brief time where it was like, what the fuck's going on? You'd like trying to process what was happening, really. If you guys haven't liked the stream, man, make sure you do so. It helps me out tremendously. It's YouTube. We're having a great time. 400 of you in here, 60 likes. We can up those numbers, folks. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. Regular content on this channel. Where are we at subscriber-wise? I mean, we're pretty close to 30K. I really want to get there soon. We can get there, folks. You guys been liking the Ramble videos? Huh? I've got some plans. I've got some plans on things that we're working on. London Hoops with the 199. I gotta wait 3.5 years to watch Flag in person. Sorry to hear that, bruv. I think this summer, I think we're just gonna do longer streams. I think I'm gonna ditch the podcast for the time being. And I'll explain why. I have to pay for that shit out of pocket. Do you guys know that? The slightly early stuff. The slightly early, it's this basically, but I put it on Spotify. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. My idol's broke. No, it's not that. It's just, it's not worth it to me, really. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I think it also allows us to diversify the streams a little bit more. Dude, there's so many horribly ugly misses in this game. Yeah, we'll do slightly 2K when it comes out. We'll do that. Rosello, the slightly early stuff. Make a gaming channel, Unk. I want to do gaming. I don't know what the plan. I don't really know. I don't know what the play is there for the gaming stuff, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it here. I don't know if I want to do it somewhere else. I don't like being so spread out, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to do it here. People like IRL more than gaming. Well, I can't fucking go outside. We're going to do, I want to do more IRL stuff though, for sure. As the most reasonable Mavs media guy, you need to start a prayer circle that Cooper's at least Montas Pazulas. Saw clips of them working out against each other pretty even. I mean, I would say an 18-year-old who hasn't played in the NBA yet being even with an all-NBA, all rookie guy is pretty good. Like, I'll take that. I would, like, that's fine with me. I know, but if I do a separate channel for gaming, then I have 3 channels. Because I don't want the Clips channel to be gaming either, really. I don't think Shorts growth is sustainable at all. I just don't. There's a lot of, like, just studies that back that up. Yeah, maybe we could do Twitch. I don't know. Then I would be spread out across 3 platforms. You know? Which I don't love. Do you want to grow or not? No, I do. I just... All right, what is that in reference to? I think you would kill on shorts. You say that. My shorts have never done well. TikToks have never done well. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just not consistent on it enough. Clip farm harder? My whole life's a clip farm. Because you just made excuses on the 3rd channel and then the 3rd platform, lock in. Well, here's another problem. It takes 1,000 subscribers to get monetized, right? I'm just trying to think. Because I think there's also a world where it's just like, hey, we'll stream here daily, and then like early on in the day, we'll talk about basketball stuff, and then like the last half of the stream or something, we'll just game. I've thought about that. No, short subs are not sustainable. They subscribe to you from your shorts, and they don't watch any of your other content, and that's terrible for you. It's good, though, for, like, you know, like, to get your name out there or your face out there, if that makes sense. I know I am overthinking it. I know I'm overthinking it. I think that's been my biggest barrier, overthinking shit. Anyways, let's lock back in here. Then we can fuck around a little bit more. Yeah. So does this mean the Rockets roster's pretty set? I doubt they do much else. Your stream viewers are pretty high for the sub count. Oh, dude, trust me, I know. My ratios are incredible. Like well above average ratios on everything. I don't understand, and I'm not trying to turn this into like a what's me thing. I don't truthfully get what's gone on, to be honest with you. I truthfully don't understand what's been like the slowing down or like the not pushing it. I feel like I check all the boxes you need to check for a larger push from the algorithm. But we'll see. I mean, I've had one of the best 2-month stretches across both this channel and the Clips channel that I've ever had, which is I really like because I have branched out and not been so Mav centric, which is good. I mean, is there a channel that's bigger that only covers one NBA team? No, we've branched out a little bit. We have branched out. We've done a better job. You need clickbait thumbnails. I just can't. I can't bring myself to fucking do it. Like, the thumbnails that I have now are the furthest I would possibly go. Saw his thumbnails suck a year ago. Well, I'm trying out new thumbnails. Well, what do you guys think of the newer ones? And hey, I'm here for honest feedback. I'm here for it. I think these are like pretty solid, no? And if not, let me know. Five out of 10. Did you see the Diego Jota news? Is that the guy who passed away? Needs more text on the thumbnail. More soy face? I can't do more soy face, man. Words in the thumbnail. What do you think's better? This type right here, where it's like the pictures, or something like this? The text is better, really. The words, okay. But I think merge the two types. I've learned that I think I have to put myself in the thumbnail. Twitter notification? Target acquired. It's my turn.
Guard that they can.
Breaking news, the Memphis Grizzlies are trading center Jay Huff to the Indiana Pacers for 1 second round pick and 1 second round pick swap. Pacers get their center. Yeah. Okay. Jay Huff had that. When was that Jay Huff stretch? Early in the season, right? What was it? Edie was out, I think. They went from the yesers to the nosers. Look at Fluke Magic's comment. Rob Pelinka, I'm on my hands and knees begging. Oh, are we going to get a stat? No, I think stats are more for free agents, right? Not necessarily for trades. Well, they did just do the trade one for Cam Whitmore. All right, let's see. First 30 games of the season for Big J Huff. When he got a lot of run. 15 minutes per game. 9 points. 41% from three. Over a block in 15 minutes. Ready for a blocks and reverse dunks per 100 stat? Now, it'll be something like Jay Huff was one of the only players that put up X amount of threes and X amount of blocks per 36 in the league. What is Memphis doing? Are they going full on rebuild mode? I don't think Jay Huff is that factors into the equation much for them. I mean, for Indy, fuck, he might be your starter. Huff scores 9 points from playing over 10 minutes in a game. Oh, wait, I guarantee you, I'm pretty sure I have the little basketball reference stat thing. I'm almost certain I have it. I guarantee you I can cook up one. Round my hometown. Oh, God. I don't remember my login. Here we go. Dude, it's like really jarring typing on this new keyboard. I had one of those mechanical ones for so long. And now it's just, I have a normal one that's just normal basic stuff. Why am I on fucking Facebook? Dude, Facebook is one of the most bizarre places. And I honestly feel bad, but almost anytime I'm on there, it's like somebody I haven't heard from in 16 years. No bullshit, like that long. 16 years, and it'll be somebody's just like, well, life really sucks now. And it's just like a 12 paragraph long, like AC in the car went out. And it's just like, Jesus, dude. Going away from mechanical keyboards is crazy. I was kind of done with it. Gotta be real with you. I was kind of done. All right, do I still have that? What is it called? StatHead? Let's see. $9 a month. Yeah, no fucking thanks. No, thank you. I'm good on that. I guarantee you there's some stat that, oh wait, I do have it. I have a basketball version. Player season finder. Let's see. Per 36 numbers. Per 36. For guys who played, how many games did he play? 50? All right. Guys who played over 50 games per 36. Centers only. Last year, sort by 3-point. Per 36. 3-point field goals. Okay, look. We got it, guys. Literally, I did it. Per 36, J Huff is third in 3-pointers made per 36 among centers behind Maurice Spates. Oh, okay, I was about to say, what the hell? Wait, this is all time? J Huff was third? Wow. This past year, J Huff was third. I was about to say, Mo Spates. I was literally thinking to myself, I was like, there's no fucking way Mo Spates played this past year. All right, well, how about this? The first center ever. And you know what? Maybe we even just get rid of centers. Well, he just tweeted out. I guarantee you he just tweeted out the follow-up stat. What's the block per 36? 2.7? Target acquired. It's my turn.
Guard that they can.
I hate how you guys just made that seem like that was crazy. There's the replacement. Free agent center Jock Landale has agreed to a deal with the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, so the Grizzlies got on the horn with Jock Landale's agent and said, yeah, I'll sign there on the minimum. And they said, all right, bet we can get a second for Wake Up, Rob. No, I actually kind of like it. I guarantee you, J Huff is the only player ever to average over 3-point per 36. 3-point per 36, 3-point field goals per 36, greater than 3, as well as blocks. Now, somebody else might have done that. Who else do you think would have done this? I don't think anyone else would have done this, actually. Per 36, blocks, 2.5. Let's see. J Huff, number 1. Wow, look at that. Hey, I can do this. I'm telling you guys right now, I could do this. What do you think Palinka does all day? Apparently he goes to Disneyland. Is Jay better than Jock? I don't think either's like big minute center for you. You know what I mean? So why work when shit just falls sky? Yeah, exactly. Why work when shit just falls into your lap? So there you go. Jay Huff is the only player ever to average over 3-point field goals made per 36 minutes and over 2.5 blocks per 36 minutes. Now finding one for Jock Landale, now that might be a little more difficult. Jock Landale might be a little bit more difficult. What up, Jalope? Or Jalop? Jalope. Let's see. What do we have any interesting numbers here for Jock? All right, Jock shot 42% from 3 last year. We can start to iron out one. Only half an attempt a game. But if we go per 36, we're up to 1.9. Per 36 is also 9.9 rebounds, so we can just add up. I think we can maybe get to something. 4 offensive rebounds. That would have to be it. This would have to be it. Hold on, guys. I'm going to cook up what I would send if I'm Jock Landale's agent. 40 games. 3-point. Let's go 3-point percentage. Do they have? Okay, 3-point field goal percentage. What did I say it was? 42%. 3-point field goal attempts per 36 minutes. At 1.9. Offensive rebounds per 36 minutes. Look, guys, we're going to get there. I could do this shit in my sleep. This shit's a joke to me. 4 offensive rebounds. Look, one of only 2 players ever to do it. I'm cooking. If anyone needs anything, I know the agent does it, but I'm saying if any of these agencies need help, I just found it for you. Jock Landale is one of only 2 players ever to shoot 42% from 3 or better on nearly 2 3-point attempts per 36 minutes, while also averaging 4 offensive rebounds per 36 minutes. It's just perfect, too, because it's just like, what the fuck is that stat? Like, what? Makes you think. Jock Landale. Hell of a player. Hell of a player. Have you watched the U19 semifinals World Cup? I've just seen clips here and there. Shit's a joke. I'm saying this is not the U19. The FIBA stuff is sketchy to even talk about on here. They will clap you. Pulled that one out of your Hanes briefs. That's right. Those ones came straight from the briefs. This one came, those came straight from the briefs. I like that. I like that process a lot there from Memphis, actually. Recognizing that you can turn like, I don't know, maybe upgrade. I think Jock Landale's probably a little bit better, right? Does Playback have Summer League? Yeah, it does. We'll watch the Mavs Summer League games over there. Probably very similar-esque players. You got second-round picks. Sorry, guys. I love Bobo with Luka. Tell me one reason it don't work. Because Bobo sucks at basketball. So there you go. That's it. I think most of Summer League games are on national TV. This better not be an ESPN story. Oh, wait. Oh, Shams. Hey, Shams put out the tweet. Shams put out the tweet. Oh, he deleted it. He must have saw my tweet and realized that mine was better. He must have liked mine more. Turning a minimum into a minimum and getting one pick swap in a swap masterclass by the Grizz. Yeah, it's a really great process. Makes me think that you could make a one of only players ever statement about every player in the league. Yeah, you probably could. You absolutely probably could finagle your way to that for every single player. After the departure of Miles Turner, Pacers trade for the 7'1" Huff, who averaged 6.9 points, 2 rebounds, and nearly 1 blocks in 11.7 minutes per night. He shot 41% from 3-point range last season, playing in 64 games. What was the stat we found? The only player ever to... I don't remember. Phantom of the Hardwood. It's a badass name. With the $4.99, I'm going to the Cape. Last time I went to the Cape, we got Clay. Just saying. Have fun, man. Have fun. I wish I could be out and about going places. Anyways. What's with the orc shit? Have fun, man. For real. Do I click on this? I've seen this. Orc City. The mayor of Orc City 1 week into the Orc Wars. What is Orc Wars? Thoughts on Lamickied need for attention? LeBron's really... What's with the fucking rollerblades? Anyways. The Orc City smoldered, burned down in the wake of battle. The ground soaked in a knuckles depth of blood and ash. The savage cries of its defenders, now silent and still in its ruin, was overseen by the architect of its very destruction. The Orc Wars were finally over. There's nothing more rivaled than the Orc, said the elfish king. Oh, it's a this you tweet. Sally, can I use your J Huff stat for a tweet? Yeah, that's fine, Shams. You guys see Shams in the chat right there? Oh, wait. I didn't realize I was back at the desk. I thought you guys were seeing all of this. Yeah, you guys see Shams in the chat. Go for it, buddy. You can take it. Absolutely. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. That's journalistic integrity right there. A lot of people don't have anymore. Woj would never have asked. So it makes you the GOAT. All right, let's get back to a more pressing thing. My thumbnail dilemma. because I agree with you guys. So let me ask this, okay? And again, constructive criticism hour. Okay? Constructive criticism hour. What do you guys think of the live stream thumbnails? I personally like them a lot, but do you think they're good? I like that. I'm gonna send some new poses. Those are elite. All right, good. So we're in lockstep there. The text being a little bit bigger. Okay, like this one. Man, a lot going on. What next? What next? A lot going on. I didn't realize I did that often. Video should look like that. You think, well, I want there to be a distinction between videos and streams. These should be how your vids look. Ooh, okay. So you think I should do this for streams and videos? How would you differentiate then? Or does that not matter in y'all's eyes? The live symbol? No, I'm definitely gonna do more collabs. That's in the pipeline this summer. Add a live text top right or something. Okay. All right. So you guys think I should just do this permanently? I love this one. It's my guy Jacob. He does all of my design stuff. That whenever I get design stuff, and he's one of the goats. He's incredible. All right. That's constructive. I like that. I do think maybe there's a world where I can get a tweak or something like that. Sidebias has agreed to a 2-year, $83 million deal to sign with the Lakers. Deal meaning Sidley has to pay $83 million over 2 years to play for the Lakers. That's it. All right. Where do I send that? I'll have one of my carriers bring that over tomorrow. Maybe pose with a black shirt on. It would look better. Yeah, I'm going to do new poses. So I should collab with Laker Nation. So you guys think, put the kibosh on these. This might sound weird, but the color of how you look in the stream thumbnail looks a lot better than in the thumbnails. No, I get what you're saying, I think. I do love these. All right. I'll keep that in my memory bank. Thanks for the feedback, guys. This is my the clips channel. These are just quick. These are just quick. What kind here? Sidley is a liar, and I'll never be a part of any organization he's a part of. Let me say that again. Sidley Bias is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization he's a part of. Stay the same on the Clips channel. I agree. The Clips need to be their own separate thing. So what direction for the Clips channel? Because I've tried several different things. Do I take this format? You know, this one did well. This one did pretty well. I kind of like this thumbnail, honestly, personally. But I'm trying to think, if I didn't know this channel at all, would I click on it? That's the question. Wait, which one? This one? The black one with the text. This one, where it's just 2 pictures. Or maybe this one where it's me, a background, and a text. Ask AI to make a thumbnail. I can't. Black one with text for clips, and main one is you with pic. Breaking side bias has been cut from the Lakers after an altercation with Luka after Luka refused to unblock him. So I then got aggressive and started barking at Luka. Classic media misrepresenting what happened. That never happened. That never happened. Not the barking. I didn't bark. It was more of an aggressive grunt, which I could see how it comes across as a bark, but it's more of an aggressive sound, right? Similar to like a motorcycle revving than it is a traditional bark. But, you know, I don't expect anything less from you, Shames. I meant Shams. You know, I don't expect anything less out of you. What are you guys sending in Discord today? Hoping you won in the Austin, San Antonio area is safe from the floods. Seriously, though, that shit's crazy. Sadly averaged 0.2 points per 36 minutes and now hits the free agent market. Well, dumbass JJ didn't play me. So, can't look at my stats. You just have to go off the eye test, right? I think the Clips channel logo is better than the main. No, I agree. My main channel logo is horrible. Should I just have both of these be my logo, low key? Should I just make both of these my logo? Like, does that make a difference? Should there be any real differentiating thing? I agree. My logo is horrid. Swap them. What would be the downside of just having them both be the same? I can't think of one. I am going to change. Somebody wanted me to do this. Put a border around it that says Clips. It would honestly be a little confusing. Respectfully, your main channel logo might be the worst logo on YouTube. No, I agree. This shit's trash. I agree with you 100%. I made this probably, 5 or 6 years ago, honest to God. 5 or 6 years ago. And you want to know what's crazy is I thought this was so fucking sick at the time. I'm not good at Photoshop or graphic design at all. But I made this and I felt so good about it. But I agree, it's terrible. Are the Rambles going to be Clips or main? I think I'll just, I'll kind of feel out where if I don't have anything else going on, I think I want to put them on the main channel. Just for the time being. That logo is good. It's funny because your logo sticks out like a sore thumb. It doesn't match at all. Like, if I saw this, I would not. If I saw this, I would think this was like a Modern Warfare 2 montage channel. You know? Like, it doesn't match anything. It does not match. No, the worst is the header. The header is garbage. The header is horrific. But I don't know how much the header even matters. You think the header's good? Slightly lazy. No, what's crazy is these took me so long to do back at the time. This was like 5 years ago. Header isn't that bad. But the thing though is, it doesn't match the vibe at all. It really doesn't. So change the Clips channel logo. The Clips channel logo could just be like look over here. Look over here. Kenny for real. Let's look. Kenny's second channel. I mean, look, that's just all you need, I think. That's all you need. He doesn't even does he even have a header? Oh, look at this shit. You know? My header's better than that. I think my header's horrible. I'm actually embarrassed by it anytime I click on my channel. And I'm not like fishing for compliments or anything. I like the club vibes though, since you have slightly delusional club. Really? So you guys think the header should stay? I think the header looks so horrid. Okay, fine. All right, I'll keep the header. Logo needs to stay. I'm getting mixed vibes here. I do agree. The logo's terrible. I agree. The logo is awful. Now, what, like, you want to know what's funny, actually, is whenever I want to say, met Ben and Skin and was having a sit down with them, Skin said he just saw my Twitter profile picture and thought it was interesting, and that's kind of how he first noticed me. And it's this one. So should we make the main channel logo this? It's kind of my brand. And then Clips channel, then it becomes what though? You and Mavs vet hat? What is the original of that PFP? Is that a picture of Martin Luther? No, it's Nostradamus. Oh, wait. The Stat Muse. Yeah, does Slightly Biased Muse have one of me with the hat on? That could work. Oh, I don't think he does. That's what I'm saying. This profile, I don't know why. It's fucking terrible. Like the Photoshop is awful. I think that's part of the funny, the charm of it. I'm not sure what, like, my headphones are in the picture. I'm not sure what it is, but it is, you know, there is something about it. I think this could be a Clips channel background or Clips channel icon. No? All right, fair. Looks AI? Yeah. That is disgusting. All right. Okay. Plus, I think the Muse things have kind of... I did see some guy that was running a Trae Young Muse account was like, my daughter took its first steps. I mean, I could just grab a fucking selfie for the Clips channel. I feel like that's part of the vibe. Lones with the 199. Use the pic from you on the lockdown thumbnails. Music counts are blocked on site. What about the slightly biased music count, though? Come on. Come on now. Use a pic of you from that day you made AI Photoshop you in the dress. Stein bomb. Is this a Stein bomb for real? This better be a bomb. I'm going to the desk. Target acquired. It's my turn.
Guard that they can.
Ah. The plot thickens a little bit here. The Nuggets are going ahead with their trade for Jonas Valentunis on Sunday and remain determined to keep the veteran big man they hope to install as their backup to Nikola Jokic. Ah. The plot thickens. Jonas Valentunis, per Greek media reports, has arrived in Athens to meet with... All right. I try so hard to get this name right, and I never come close. Panathinaikos. How far off am I? Yeah, this picture is hilarious. Like, it does look like a hostage that's just been released. %. All right, I'll take that. So they have your PFP as that photo from that locker on fan event, locked on fan event. You have on Instagram. Panathinaikos. Panathinaikos. Well, this is pretty important for them, to be fair. Like, this is the second time this has happened where the Kings have traded a European guy who's then immediately left the NBA. If I'm the Nuggets, I think I'm calling. You think the Nuggets are like, what the fuck, Sacramento? Or do you think the Nuggets might have known this and they're like, all right, worst case scenario, we get off Dario Saric's money and we have a full mid-level. But they probably need to, like, they need to get on this pretty quick. Is this what the Al Horford Clips channel logo could be this? Chat, what do you think? Could be. Sure. It's good, not bad. Good job, B-Dot. But don't change the OG channel logo. Democracy's winning out, it looks like here. Uh-oh. It's getting botted. Yeah, you are getting mogged right now, young light skin. Another Stein bomb? So is this what the Horford holdup is? Valentunis indeed arrived in Greece earlier this weekend to meet with what should I just call him? The big Greek team. But he cannot sign with the EuroLeague team unless he is released from his NBA contract, which Denver will acquire Sunday from Sacramento on a swap for Dario Saric. Oh. Ah. So they could strong arm him, huh? What's the... Well, no, I think Denver could entertain this. And the reason why I'm saying that is if they were to... something like this. That looks kind of like... That looks almost like too professional. He could retire, then sign. Oh, that's perfect. You guys think this is good for a Clips channel? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. That's not indicative of what your channel's about. All right, fuck it. I don't care. I really don't care. This is part of, that should be the main channel. This is the thing is I overthink these type of things. Like I should just fucking do one. That's main channel quality? Well, now I'm thinking about it. Should this be main channel? I honestly no, I think slightly Nostradamus is main channel. I just think it's more. I think it more fits the brand, to be honest with you. I don't mind that one being chat. I don't mind that one being Clips. I think Clips should be a funny logo. But I mean, all of my content is like lighthearted and funny though. You know, it's not like I have like a, hey guys, this channel's for serious things only. Am I the one who thinks Locked On Mavs in the background is odd? Yeah, but like if the way that it would be cropped, I don't think you would really know. You know what I mean? So what, okay, has there been any reporting? Like I said, I've kind of been not super plugged in the last couple of days. Like the Jonas thing I didn't even realize till last night. Has there been any update on the Horford stuff? Yeah, this one's interesting. The fact that, I mean, from what I understand, European basketball's version of Shams, I forgot his name, was basically like, yeah, this is happening. He's signing the deal. He'll do whatever it takes. This Stein coming back and being like, yeah, the Nuggets are still going to do the trade and they're going to try and keep him is a little bit interesting. Now, would Horford would they make a pivot to Horford? I mean, I would like Horford more for them than Jonas, right? I mean, am I wrong there? Would you guys rather have Jonas or Horford? I guess over the course of a regular season for them, I think I'd rather have Jonas. Well, who's Jake Weinbach? NBA analyst and writer covering the league since 2019. Al Horford is expected to leave the Celtics for the Warriors if the 5-time All-Star returns for his 19th NBA season. What chance have the Lakers? He's a fraud? Okay. What would the holdup be here? Like that's my thing with the Horford thing that's confusing me. What's the holdup? I don't know how far the Nuggets would go to try and keep Valentunis. What can they even do, right? It's not like they can give him a pay raise or anything. So I guess Al Horford's like really thinking about retirement. Okay. He's pondering. All right. All right. Because let's just say Horford goes to Denver, or maybe Denver calls and Horford's like, yo, it's Golden State or retirement for me. What would be the pivot then for Denver? Who's left? Who is actually left? Do you have to Beal or Dame? Well, they need a center, I think. Could trade for Nick Richards, I guess. Yeah. That's gross. Checking in on top remaining free agents. Here we go. Top 50 free agents. Can I sort by position? We'll just control FC. Okay. How do you do the find thing to where it's like space, C, space? You get what I'm saying? Like that? Space, C, space. Whatever. I have NBA TV and can't watch Summer League? That's weird. DeAndre Ayton, gone. Clint Capella, gone. Yabusele, gone. Day'Ron Sharp, gone. Luke Cornett, gone. Al Horford, probably gone. Mo Wagner, gone. Chris Boucher, that actually could be an option. Chris Boucher could be an option. Larry Nance Jr., and then you really start to get down to it. Precious, Looney gone. Grimes seems like he wants more money than anyone wants to give him. Yeah, I mean, it's like if I'm the Sixers, I'm looking around and I'm like, who the fuck's there to pay you? So I can't wait for the Spider-Man and Punisher team-up movie next year. Is there any more Marvel movies coming out this year after Fantastic Four? Luca driving a yacht into the sunset. Twitter no? Target acquired. It's my turn. Oh my God. Fuck you, Shams. I'm tired of the update. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of the ESPN story follow-up. I think that should be reserved for only a handful of things. Here for the slightly Shams beef? You mean Shames? It's not his fault, obviously. ESPN forces it. Customized channel. Channel logo. Change. Getting just a little emotional. This has been my logo forever. Just a little emotional. Dude, some of these old logos are fucking horrible. What was I thinking? Lucas should be in the weight room, not drinking beers on a boat. Hey, you said it, not me. Nah, I didn't say it either. Is the Stein one worth going to? Sasha Vesnikov was... Oh, so Stein's watching my stream because I just mentioned this. All right, fair. Sasha Vesnikov was able to leave the NBA last summer because Toronto was good with letting the former EuroLeague MVP out of his contract after acquiring her from Sacramento. If the Nuggets opt to hold firm, Valentunis would be unable to secure FIBA clearance to play in Greece. Oh. All right, well, buckle up then, huh? Buckle up. What? Okay, so what is the incentive? What's the incentive for the Nuggets to be like, yeah, you can go? Right, as it stands right now? Isn't the Nuggets like preferred position? Like, your ass is coming to fucking play basketball with us this upcoming season. Like, we traded for you. You're under contract. That shit sucks. I'll be unhappy. I don't give a fuck. You're making $10 million. Open up the mid-level and sign Horford. What do you think, Jonas? What do you think went through Jonas's mind when he heard he got traded? It's like the Magic Johnson. I'm not going to be here. Fat to Valentunis. I don't think that would be necessary. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na 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 na. There goes my hero. Watch him as... I'm changing my profile picture right now. That's why I'm doing this. Watch him as he goes. Publish. been changed. Let's see. The aura's actually been boosted tremendously. I just now realized that. You guys are 100% right. The aura absolutely just got boosted tenfold. And actually, I don't think the header's that bad with this new logo. Yeah, I'm turned on too. The header sucks. Quinn Grimes Sixers had little to no movement regarding potential deal. Tron Legacy. That really is kind of the vibe I was going for, though. I might have actually searched that specific thing. I think Tho would be incredibly disappointed by this development. No, this Tho is 100% on board here. I love it. Good work, me. And so you guys also think, you guys just think everything, Shams, what is this? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your skull, Shams? The J Huff story? I wish I could make it to where I can block any notifications that has a link. You need your face, texture, topic, pictures for a thumbnail. That's what. So anything on this channel should just be this. This format right here. Live, whatever. Maybe I just throw a little live thing onto the live. All right. It's been decided then. I'll hit up my guy. We'll upgrade these pictures. Maybe make the squares red for live streams. Oh, like the little background, like this one, like the KD one. Oh, you're fucking cooking, David. David, you're cooking. David, you're honestly cooking. Well, the poll ended up getting pretty close. Why not keep the OG logo on at least one? Because I think the logo is bad. Like, I agree with that. I need everyone to understand. I thought my channel logo was fucking terrible. I just hadn't fixed it. Like, I genuinely thought it was awful. Like, I agreed. People were like, your logo sucks. I'm like, yes, I agree. I agree with you 100%. Look at the comments on the last Shams post. This one. Block 2, you report something worthwhile. At Grok, who got the better deal? The Pacers got the better deal. They snag a versatile 7-footer and Jay Huff shooting 40% from 3, elite rim protection for a mere second-round pick, and Swap addressing their post-turner needs. Grizzlies gain cap space for extensions and replace with Landau, but lose upside. Thanks, Gronk. Grok, explain. The Memphis Grizzlies are trading center Jay Huff to Indiana Pacers for 1 second-round pick and 1 second-round pick swap. Huff, a 7-footer who shoots. This would be, hey guys, this is my. So you guys think I should do shorts? Here it is. The Memphis Grizzlies are trading center Jay Huff to the Indiana Pacers for 1 second-round pick and 1 second-round pick swap. Huff, a 7-footer who shoots 40% from three and excels in rim protection, fills the Pacers' gap after losing Miles Turner. Memphis is signing Jack Landell as a replacement to bolster their front court.
And cooking with y'all and giving out verses and booking.
What the fuck was that video? Dude, some of these ads are insane to me. What are people like? There will be ads that pop up on my Twitter timeline that are just like tweets. They'll just be like, "Had a good day today." Ad. And I'm like, I like the fun article in the Discord. The Suns won the Kevin Durant trade, and it's not even close. Here we go. Stein bomb. This better actually be a bomb. Stein didn't say anything. All right. What are we, 5 days away from the first Cooper Flag's first Summer League game, right? Update. League sources tell the Steinline that Orlando is indeed adding Bucks assistant Joe Prutney, as well as God Sham God to Jamal Mosley's coaching staff. Oh, well, somebody did actually want me to talk about this. So, God Sham God, close with Luka. I want to say probably closer with Kyrie. I could be wrong there. Poached by the Magic and Jamal Mosley. Obviously, Luka and Jamal Mosley were close. The Nuggets get Jared Dudley and bring in JJ Barea. Look, I could see the is God a guard whisper? See, I don't know. Like, I don't know like what God Sham God's impact on some of these guys are. I know that the team fucking loved them though. That's what I do know. So that matters. So anyways. Is there a world where the Nuggets and Magic are potentially aligning themselves and positioning themselves to be hey, Luka, you want to come over here? Like, we're the Nuggets. We got your best friend in Jokic. We got JJ and Dudley on the coaching staff. You want to come play in Denver? The Magic could say, hey, Luka, we've got, your boy Jamal Mosley. We brought in Sham God. I could see this happening if the Magic have a disappointing year. Hey, Luka, you want to come play with Jamal Mosley? No, I'm okay. All right, Mosley, you're fired. and then the Nuggets say, Jamal Mosley, come join our coaching staff. He signs the extension and stays for at least a year longer before there's even a chance of him leaving, to be honest. So the thing about this whole Luka talk is it's like, the constant reoccurring theme of like, well, you got to build around Luka the future now. You're not building around LeBron's timeline anymore. It's Luka. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, Luka's 26, going to turn 27. Like, in theory, he's entering his prime. If I'm a GM, honest to God, based off what we've seen from Luka the past few years, based off of how much mileage is on his body, based off, and I'm going to be honest with you, his habits, his kind of, the questions as to whether or not he takes his body that seriously, compounded with the injury piece, that the injuries have been kind of building up. We've had 4 calf strains in the same calf in the last, 3 years? like, hey, let's treat him like he's 29. Like, fuck treating him like he's 25, 26 years old. Like, we need to be treating him like he's 29 years old. You know what I mean? Like, we can't be treating him like he's a toddler. Like, his window's now. So I don't understand, like, give it 2 years. It's like, 2 years, man? Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's the LeBron thing, too, is like, they look at LeBron as expiring. It's like, okay, but he is still a top 15 player in the league at the very worst. So if it's just like, yeah, LeBron, you can leave. We don't give a fuck. Leave tomorrow. Leave next year. We don't care. It's like, okay, how are you replacing LeBron? I don't know. I think they're in such a bad spot. I really do. And I don't. And look, I pay attention to how stuff is framed and worded. Chris Haynes, they get told what to say. And this was probably from Ayton's agent, Bill Duffy, right? But I don't know. The fact that it was being framed immediately by talking heads is like, well, they got their centerpiece center in Ayton. It's like, huh? They got their two centerpieces now, Ayton and Luka. They're two building blocks. Huh? Ayton? That's what I'm saying. Like, this coaching tree, dude. Insane. Where's Brago at? Is Brago... Has it been confirmed he's going to be on Mike Brown's staff or no? Kid coaching tree, yeah. Hell yeah. Thoughts on soccer star death? I mean, sad. I don't know. I don't know really what you want me to say. Obviously devastatingly sad. Pelicans not letting him interview? Really? Is Brett Brown, he's an assistant somewhere now, isn't he? Where are all these guys? Brett Brown. Oh, where's Brett Brown an assistant? Oh, he's with the Spurs. Brett Brown assistant. Who's Jock Vaughn? I swear I've seen him on sidelines. Assistant coach for Kansas. Interesting. Kind of crazy when they still owe other coaches money. How many teams, like, how many coaches are the Kings paying? Aren't the Kings paying like 4 coaches right now? The Suns have to be paying 4 guys, right? Oh, all right. Let's read this. I'm interested. I'm going to keep an open mind. I don't want to poo-poo too much on this. The Suns won the Kevin Durant trade. It's not even close. By SB Nation. Bright side of the sun. Our guy, Maya Scott. Mike Tyson. The Suns are engineering the biggest trade in NBA history. Here's what they'll get out of it. Oh, this was the 7-team trade. All right, just seeing. Oh, the Jaylen Green leap is coming. Just ask Cade Cunningham. All right, I know what we're getting here. I know what we're getting. Let's just say it plainly. The Phoenix Suns won the Kevin Durant trade. And if that makes you uncomfortable, it probably means you're still clinging to a version of the team in Kevin Durant that was always more illusion than a contender. So, up front, I partially agree with what he's saying, that maybe that the return on value might have been That's just might have been with the most you can get out of KD. I will say immediately off the rip, no. And you just showed why you actually lost the trade. It's because you always have to factor in the original trade. You always have to factor in the original trade. So, because that's just the way that it is. They're going to be linked. Okay, you gave up a king's fucking ransom for KD. And then, 2.5 years later, you're trading him for, I don't know, 50 cents on the dollar, especially compared to what you traded for him at the time, which is like $2 on the dollar. So, let's just get it started there. Immediately, it's an L. The trade wasn't about disrespecting Kevin Durant. It was about moving on from a failed experiment. And the result, the Suns didn't just reload. They reimagined their future and came away with something they never could have had if they held on to Durant for one more go-around. Hope. Okay. Let's break it down piece by piece, and then you tell me if the Suns fleece the Rockets or not. All right. Okay. Kamal Maluach, so the steal of the draft. So let's just start here. I'm not that in on Maluach at all. He just looks like I think there's a reason why these guys always end up going in like the 10 to 20 range because, there's 7-foot rim runners. Is there maybe a world in which there's some shooting? Sure. Right? Sure. But we say that about every single one of these guys that have ever come out. I don't think he didn't strike me as somebody who's like really quick decision maker, good processor, good passer in the short roll, which has become like almost a prerequisite for these type of centers at this point in time with like how defenses guard pick and rolls and stuff like that. You want your center to have a very quick processing speed. Didn't see that with Maluach. And, he moves his feet well for his size. Like I think he'd be a really good defensive player, but instead, Kamal Maluach fell into the Suns' lap, a generational defensive anchor. So this just really depends. This guy's just clearly head over heels for Maluach. All right. A massive motor and the upside to become the kind of player who changes franchises. He's not just a rim protector. He's a floor-raising, ceiling-shattering building block. Phoenix got a future superstar. Is this a satirical article? Is there like a little hint of satire here? I honestly can't tell. HBA paid this guy. Rasheer Fleming, first round value in the second round. The Fleming pick was good. Don't overlook Rasheer Fleming. Was that part of the KD trade though? The long-armed 20-year-old forward was projected to go in the top 20 by multiple scouting outlets, but slipped in the second round where the Suns use assets from the Durant deal to scoop him up. Okay. Fleming defends like his life depends on it, plays with the edge, and has a 7'4" wingspan. That's the kind of raw material you give to a player, developmental staff, and thank the basketball gods for 5 years later. This isn't a project. This is a two-way problem from the opposing benches starting day one. All right. I don't know about that. The Rockets got a two-way problem for their own organization. Enjoy the social media burner accounts and passive-aggressive I'm just here to hoop statements. Oh. We got a hater. We got a real hater in our midst. I respect it. We got a real hater in our midst. I didn't realize that. Okay, here's where we might jump off the deep end. Because I'm here, you know what? I'm kind of here with you. All right, if you're like really on Maluach, whatever. And in this guy's defense, we looked at the articles that he's written. And he did publish an article before the draft that if they got Maluach, it was a steal of the draft. So, okay. Look, Rasheer Fleming's two-way potential day one. I'm not entirely sure. He might be overselling that a tiny bit. But all right. This is the one right here where we're really kind of pushing up against it. Jaylen Green is a very young talent, 4 years from his prime with more upside to give and proven recent success. The talent has always been there. The handle, the speed, the bounce, the shot creation. But what he needed was structure. A real backcourt partner. A team that believed in his ceiling. Is that even Phoenix? Like, was he like? I think you're kind of implying Phoenix was like Jaylen Green's our guy. We want, and I think it was just like his salary needs to be in this trade. I think if a like decent package presented itself tomorrow, Phoenix would trade Jaylen Green tomorrow. Now he has Devin Booker beside him with the new coaching staff, and Devin is the leader. He will have a clear role, score, and he's entering his age 23 year right when guys like Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards, and Cade Cunningham hit their breakout. With Jaylen, there's no ceiling here, just a runway score. No, there's definitely a fucking ceiling. So, I don't know. That was kind of his role for Houston. Like, I think Houston, in a lot of ways, had even a better table setter in Fred VanVleet than Devin Booker, right? Just in terms of captaining an offense. And then beyond that, they're a better team, much better team, with the defensive pieces as well, where Jaylen Green could kind of hide defensively and not get burnt so much defensively, so he did have a little bit more to go offensively. And what has he shown us time and time again? I mean, I don't know. If you're banking on this out of Jaylen Green, you've been suckered yet again. And that was me last year. By the way, that was me last year. Going into the season, I picked the Rockets to finish 6th. I was really high on them. If you remember, one of the reasons I was because I said, I think Jaylen Green's going to have, like, this is going to be the Jaylen Green year. And it wasn't. We don't talk enough about how rare it is to get a 23-year-old who's already averaged 21 points per game and led a team to a 2 seed in the playoffs. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. And we talk way too much about a 36-year-old who averages 26 points per game. The last time he made it out of the second round was 7 years ago. Okay. Jaylen Green did not lead his team to the 2 seed. That's really overselling it. Dylan Brooks, the culture builder. Brooks may be the most hated man on your screen unless he's on your team, and now he's on ours. The Suns didn't just trade for defense, they traded for identity. Dylan Brooks is an emotional engine, a tone setter, a guy who makes scores miserable and locker rooms tighter. He's Marcus Smart with an edge, Patrick Beverley with more game, Draymond without the theatrics. You want to build a defensive culture, you start with Dylan Brooks. He's not a throw-in, he's a statement. I think he was a throw-in in the trade, though. What did Houston get? A warning label. I'm sorry, Houston. We lied. The Phoenix Suns sold you a lemon that they were willing to chew their arm off to get away from, and you gave us a future. Okay, so I get the coping happening here. The Rockets are reading this, and they're like, all right. He's like, okay. Whatever you say, man. We've got all of your picks, mind you. We traded you one singular pick and a guy that we couldn't wait to get the fuck off of in Jaylen Green. So you get a 37-year-old in September that will just hoop and score 25 points per game and ruin all that young positive chemistry that you've been building. The Rockets didn't just get Kevin Durant. They inherited the full Kevin Durant experience. That means a 37-year-old star who will ISO your team to death and turn the ball over. Jaylen Green is ready for the leap. Okay, I'm just making sure I saw that. I read that right. A mercenary who bails at the first sign of trouble. I'm unbothered, just here to hooper, who becomes disengaged when things don't go his way. A walking frowny face emoji who turns on fans and media the second criticism enters the chat. A social media sniper with a burner account and a short fuse. Let's be honest. When things go wrong, and they will go wrong, Durant will do what he's done in OKC, Golden State, Brooklyn, and Phoenix. He'll disengage, he'll throw shade, and he'll plan his escape while the team he just destabilized is left to clean the mess. I think Phoenix just fucking sucked. Did he do all that stuff in Phoenix, really? Did he, disengage? I'm, more concerned with what I saw from Booker last year than KD. Full stop. The Slim Reaper always strikes again. People also criticize Jaylen Green for choking in his first year in the playoffs. Durant never made it out the second round in Brooklyn or Phoenix, was bounced in the first round with each, and completely missed the playoffs this year. Yet we are criticizing a kid in his first playoff series appearance for choking? What does that mean? Durant, a veteran superstar, did in Brooklyn and Phoenix. Well, let me flip that question on you. What does that mean? Because I guarantee you the way this guy is typing that he would call Devin Booker the best player on the Suns. What does that mean for Devin Booker? That's immediately what I would flip. What does that mean for Book? Huh? What does that mean? The Suns traded the past for a future. Kevin Durant was never going to bring a title to Phoenix. It was an illusion from the beginning. We blew up a team for what we thought was our organization's savior, but the truth is we didn't need saving. And instead of the remedy, Durant turned out to be the poison pill that triggered a difficult reboot. Before you blame Bradley Beal, you should search who was the one who lobbied for Beal to be brought to Phoenix. I'll save you a Google search. Durant. Oh, man. The Suns chose a different path this year. They chose youth, energy, hope, and maybe, finally, a core that can grow together. Rest easy, Suns fans. The nightmare is over and the rebuilding has begun. No, we will not contend next year, but we will be competitive, fun, building towards something building towards a Booker trade. And most importantly, fun to root for again. The best part, they didn't just win this trade. They fleeced the Rockets. How do I read the comments? That was yeah, that's, $2 hot dogs. HBO might have had this guy on payroll. I like the cope, though. I like the cope. I don't know. Like, there's no. Let's just start here. If you want to say, hey, the Suns got a decent return, fine. They did not fleece the Rockets whatsoever. Let's just get that out the way. There was no fleecing that happened. Okay? There's no fleecing at all. Yeah, you didn't get Jabari Smith in the trade. You didn't land any of your picks, right? You got the 10th pick in this year's draft. You didn't land any future firsts in the process. Like, you got off of a top 13, 14 player who's older, a flight risk, all of that stuff, injury risk. But you traded that for Jaylen Green, who clearly the Rockets were A-okay with getting rid of. Look, the reality is historically speaking, these guards who year 3 or 4 in the league haven't really shown much. They're still uber inefficient. Very rarely do those guys ever really turn the corner in a serious way. What do you think? Booker, Nets in a trade, Jaden Ivey plus 4 firsts? I'm going to be real. $75 million? No way. Fuck, I'm giving up that much for Book. At this point in time, Book has not been that good to me for a couple years. I'd be a little concerned with how many minutes he's played in the league so far. I don't think so. I think it's kind of a stretch to say the Suns fleeced the Rockets, but I definitely think the Suns are way better off with what they have now versus having Durant. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's really it. To say that you fleeced them, But you could say, we did the best with what we had. I think that's fine. I mean, Houston, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I think Houston thinks they fleeced you. I think Houston thinks they fleeced you. I think Houston looks at it and says, oh my God, all it took was Jaylen Green, Dylan Brooks, 2 guys that we could easily replace with some of our younger guys. And only 1 pick in this draft that was never going to be in our rotation anyways. Like, that was it. Like, they think they fleeced you. But man, on Green, the overwhelming weight of historical evidence suggests that if Green was going to make that leap to star player, he'd have done so already. Not saying he still can't, but he'd absolutely be an outlier. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Usually these, by the way, your argument is akin to what someone recently said about project players rarely ever pan out. It's just not true. No, there's some stats out there, and I've read articles about it. It was even heading into this season, where it was like looking at Jaylen Green's statistical profile, and it is like next to, has never happened really, that a guy as inefficient as he has been turns the corner ever. Like, it just does not happen. Let me see if I can find that. What should I search on Google? Jaylen Green stats. Jaylen Green is historically awful versus the Warriors. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. There was some big... The NBA's most inefficient player, Jaylen Green. He's either the worst on the team or the worst in the NBA in almost all statistics. He's always at the bottom of the statistics. Every minute Jaylen Green plays, the Rockets lose the chance to get a good player in a trade. Jesus Christ. Jaylen Green this season, 23% on middies, 18% on non-restricted area paint shots, 26% on corner threes, 29% on all jumpers. Okay, that was in November. I was about to say, what the fuck? I mean, I respect this level of cope 100%. But I agree with a lot of what he's saying in the sense that, like, you know, they didn't like lose this trade. They're in a better spot now, 100%. Like if I were a Suns fan, I'd feel better about where I'm at now versus going into the season with KD, knowing full well we'll be like a 6 seed, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I mean, like Jaylen Green's going to take the leap, and then comparing him to Cade. Like, so this is where you know, Jason Tatum came into the league and it was clear and obvious right away he was going to be a star. And pretty similar, like rookie season, very inefficient, but you watched him play and it was like, this guy's a fucking stud. And in year 2, there was no mistaking it. Cade Cunningham, same exact thing. Like you watched Cade Cunningham play, there was no mistaking it. None at all. And you got to be really high on Malawatch. Matt Ishbia sent the paper. I respect it. The 5 longest tenures with their current team's non-active players: Steph Curry, Draymond, Giannis, Joel Embiid, Dwight Powell. Damn, Dwight Powell's been here for over 10 years. I mean, that is crazy, man. $10 years. Yeah, I mean, look. Sometimes you're just judged by the people you're around. Steph, Draymond, Giannis, Joel Embiid. Those are all first ballot Hall of Famers. And Dwight Powell. Hey, if Canada goes on to like win some like maybe gold in the next Olympics and Dwight Powell's on the team, you could be looking at a Hall of Famer. Honestly. I think you could be looking at an HOF guy. HOF guys is short for Hall of Fame, in case you didn't know. Sometimes people say HOF or HOFer, and it will be Hall of Famer. Just in case you guys are a little confused about that. Him and Christie would be our shooting guard core for the future. Him and Christie? Dwight Powell and Christie? Well, if they want to go big, yeah. Dwight Powell got his first double-double last season. That's not true. I mean, it's just going to be really uncomfortable when it's time to think about whose jersey we're retiring. You know? It's going to get real uncomfortable. Dwight Powell's a Dallas Maverick Hall of Famer. Come on, Dwight Powell. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Is that it, you think? How long have we been live? 3 hours. I'm pretty impressed by that. Pretty impressed by 3 hours. Oh, wait. You guys need, like, send stuff in the Discord if you want to talk about stuff. Rockets traded Cam Whitmore. Yeah, it was a little crazy. I kind of get what they're doing though. I sent something in the Discord. Where? Oh, Dirk Summer League. The fireworks outside, or Kuz getting some shots up? That was, yeah, Kuz and Tim Hardaway Jr. had a workout together last night. I didn't hear any fireworks, by the way. I also, dude, I'm telling you guys, my sleep schedule is just so off the rails right now. I also took a nap at around 8 p.m. and woke up at 10:30. So there's a Discord link. So there are some posts on the Dallas subreddit. There's basically nothing happening last night. I mean, does Dallas ever have like big fireworks? They cracked down on that shit. 4th of July fell off. I think you have a generation, especially a younger generation, that doesn't feel all that festive. You know? I think you have a large swath of people who don't feel all that festive around this time anymore. Generation has also had too many wildfires. Yeah. True. What's on your ideal 4th of July plate? 4th of July plate? Hot dog? I mean, I don't fucking know. What else do you put on a 4th of July? Like, what else goes on a 4th of July plate? Hot dog or a burger? What else is there? Barbecue? Mac and cheese? All right. True. All right, let's try this out. Dallas Mavericks yearly stat leader since 1980. Sometimes you guys send me NBA quizzes to do. I'm going to try to knock him out. I mean, this is just going to be me embarrassing myself. I can't help but feel some of like the 80s and 90s is going to go over my head a little bit. So I'm a little bit scared about that. But here we go. Let's lock in. Brad Davis. Okay. Let's go Rolando Blackman. All right. Let's go Mark Aguirre. Let's get all these guys out the way. God, these teams are so fucking shite, man. Let's go reverse order and just hammer these out. Doncic, who would be a leader in blocks? Lively. Big Gaff. 2023. Who led the team in blocks in 2023? Could that have been JaVale? Wood. Jesus Christ. Dwight. Porzingis. Was he still? Okay. Steals per game in 20. Burks, maybe. Courtney Lee. Hardaway. 2020. DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan didn't lead the team in blocks as Luka's rookie year. Who the fuck could that have been then? Because it wasn't Dwight, wasn't Luka. Could that have been Maxey? Hell yeah. Maybe Dorian in steals? Damn. Steals in 2020. I wish you'd give me a number. Steals in 2020. Josh Richardson, that was a year or two early. DeLon Wright. Oh, shit, it was DeLon Wright. All right, 2017, 2018. Dennis Smith Jr.'s rookie year. Dirk still there. Doesn't lead anything, though. Harrison Barnes. Wes Matthews. Assists per game. JJ, all right. In block per game. 2017, 2018. Noel? Oh, you're too late for Nerlens. 2017, 2018, blocks per game. Not Maxey, not Dodo. Fuck, man. Who's like on those Yogi Ferrell teams? I'm trying to like rack my brain. I mean, no way Chandler Parsons, right? Like, no way. Could Aminu lead the team? Not Cauley Stein. Jesus, all of these bigs are just going to blend together so bad. Have I typed in Dwight Powell, by the way? All right. All these bigs in this fucking shit ass era. Let's go with all the bigs. Dejana Diop, Dampier, Dalembert, Chris Kaman. How do you spell that? Is that right? Is that close? Bogut played for, okay, I was going to say, did Bogut have enough time? Stoudemire? 2017, 2018 block per game. Oh, that team was so fucking bad. Blocks in 2017, 2018. And it's not Brandon Wright. No, he was in the Rondo trade, so he was way gone. Oh, could it have been Mejri? Okay, nice. Assists per game in 16, 17. Let's get like OJ Mayo out the way. Oh, that might be Darren Williams. All right. Rebounds per game in 15, 16. Tyson? Oh, wait. It's the year after Tyson. It's 2015, 2016. Is that fucking Zaza? Gross. Monte? Assists in 14, 15. Devin Harris? Oh, Jose Calderon. No? Did I spell Calderon wrong? 14, oh, fuck. That's Rondo. Gross. 2012, 2013. Darren Collison. Rebounds. 2012, 2013 rebounds per game. Man. This is when we were just throwing shit at the wall. We had lost Tyson Chandler. We were trying to go after Dwight Howard, and we were just cycling in guys. It was Chris Kaman. Did I spell Kaman wrong? Dejana Diop was already gone. Dalembert was a year too early. Oh, my God. Fuck. Brendan Haywood? Okay, too early. Or too late. Fuck. Wow, Brandon Wright led the team in blocks in 11 and 12. Like in my brain, he wasn't there that early. All right, and where are we going? Rebounds per game. Like Kid's still there. So there we go. Assists and steals. Rebounds in 11 and 12. Blocks in 12 and 13. Not like Jay Crowder, right? Did I already do Aminu? 20 to 12, 2013 center. Oh my God. This one's gonna knot me if I don't get it. Jason Terry, steals per game in 0405. Could that have been Stackhouse, maybe? Van Exel? Okay, Nash, Finley, Josh Howard, Marquise Daniels. Put some respect on my guy. Sean Bradley. 21-01-02 steals, blocks. Okay, let's just do. Oh, we already did Kid. All right, this is where we're gonna start. This is where we're gonna start to have some fucking issues. Oh, this is when we're gonna start to have some fucking issues with this shite ass team, folks. I honestly don't even feel like embarrassing myself even further with some of these. Oh, Aguirre, Blackman, Brad Davis. Let's like focus here. 11 and 12. Dude, the blocks and steals in 2012 and 2013 is just no way that's David Lee, right? No way that's David Lee. When was he on the team? Oh, fuck. Is that Sean Marion? All right. That would have been terrible if I didn't get Sean Marion. Blocks in 2012, 2013. Fuck. Bruh. Some of these, man. Some of these are just bleak. I'm shocked that there's no... I actually am a little bit shocked Dwight Powell's not on here. I might just chalk this whole entire thing. I might just chalk... Oh, wait. Harp's got to be on here. Okay. Cedric Ceballos has to be on here somewhere. Cedric Ceballos? Really? Am I spelling that wrong? Sam Perkins? Harp was on here a ton. Man, he was thugging it out on those shit ass teams. Props to him. Fuck it. Oh yeah, James Donaldson. Oh, Tarpley. How the fuck did I not put Tarpley? If we did Tarpley, I can't believe I didn't do Tarpley. If we put Tarpley, oh, Dennis Rodman, Adrian Griffin, LaFrance, Elton Brand. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I would not have got to Elton Brand, dude. If I had like sat down and really locked in, I for sure would have gotten James Donaldson. And I would have for sure gotten Tarpley. All the other ones, I don't really feel all that bad about, to be honest with you. Jim Jackson, if I sat down, I would have gotten to. Mashburn. I think if I was just like 2000, I think I would have gotten Rodman. How'd I do compared to the average? Oh, not that good. Yikes. Any other fun quizzes? Elton Brand. Look at the centers, right? You had Tyson Chandler in 2011. Boom, he's gone, and immediately we're send more quizzes in the Discord. I like these. These are fun. Immediately, we're in the shits. We're going after Dwight Howard. That doesn't happen. Brandon Wright. Elton Brand. Samuel Dallenberg. Brandon Wright again. Tyson Chandler comes back. Salah Mejri. Nerlens Noel. Jesus. We literally, I need you guys to understand, up until Derek Lively, and that's not an exaggeration, up until Derek Lively, we went 12 seasons, except the one where we brought Chandler back, with fucking shit center play. Like horrible center play. Actually, insanity. Thank you, Nico. We saw the vision finally. Like now that's where you do start to hear that's when you do start to hear, like when you do start to see the vision, and it is just kind of like, I do kind of see the vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually do kind of see the vision. He's low-key fucking cooking. He's low-key fucking cooking. Dallas Mavericks All-NBA votes. Don't go breaking my heart. This website has so much going on. All right. I honest to God feel like I should get 100 on this, especially since it's giving me the year. I think I should get 100. Rolando Blackman, Mark Aguirre, Donaldson, Let's not make that mistake again. Harp. Kid. Uh-oh. Ashburn. Okay. Uh-oh. Bradley. Uh-oh. Fuck. All right, well, let's get into the Dirk years. Dirk. Finley. Nash. 0102. 0102, only a few votes. No way that's Josh Howard, right? Oh, no, that's... Oh, Jesus Christ. Who is that? Fuck. Jet. 10-11. It's got to be Sean Marion. Huh? Chandler? Sean Marion never got a single All-NBA vote? 13-14. Is that Monte? Hey, who gave Monte an All-NBA vote? I'd love to shake that man's hand. Who gave Luka an All-NBA vote his rookie year? Wow, okay. God damn it, man. Like 0.2% point. These are one vote. I don't know. Who is it? Jim Jackson, Ray Florence. Fuck. You got a 56 on this one? Really? No Marquise Daniels love on the All-NBA teams, unfortunately. I know. Shocking. I mean, look how, from what? 1988, 1987, 88 through 2000, basically. The Mavs had no one even come remotely close to making an All-NBA team. Nowhere even close. And then let's see. Dirk throughout his career had one All-NBA teammate in Steve Nash. Damn. 20 years. 21 years. It's crazy to think about. They go that long. Luka obviously never had one, although, you know, Kyrie doesn't get hurt this year. Any other fun quizzes? Any other fun ones? Jimmy's a better defender than Bron, and the Lakers have enough playmaking and scoring for AR Luka. You guys are talking about a Jimmy Butler for LeBron trade. Higginheim, both in the same lineup still. That team's cooked, man. Call a spade a spade. Team's fucking cooked. Saw people saying Tyrese Halliburton had less help than Dirk in his run. I mean, I always feel conflicted when we talk about the 2011 run because as much as I want to pump up my GOAT, Dirk Nowitzki, which I do want to, I still think it's the heaviest ring maybe ever. Even when you win a heavy ring, you still have a great supporting cast. And that team was great. Like, that was a great team. They built a really good team. You know? They built a great team. So I don't like the... Oh, all of this team was terrible. Like, everybody on this team was horrible. You know, you had Sean Marion. You had Tyson Chandler, won Defensive Player of the Year the following season and was all defense that year. Jet was one of the best six men in the league. Jason Kidd wasn't, you know, Jason Kidd of old, but he was still a great floor general. And then they just had great shooters. Like, they were ahead of their time in a lot of ways. No All-Stars out. Yeah, it is one of the heavier rings ever, for sure. Especially when you factor in who they played. You know, I did that thing when we looked at title contenders since 2000. Only 3 teams have won without a second player making an All-Star game or an All-NBA team. Or an all-defensive team. So the Mavericks didn't even fall in that category because they had Tyson Chandler make an all-defensive team. Who was it? It was the Nuggets, The Spurs, right? Was it one of those Spurs teams? I already forgot what was in my own video. Oh no, it was the 2016 Cavs. Nuggets, 2016 Cavs, and the Pistons, obviously, in 04. Makes you think. Makes you think. All right, that'll do it today. If you've donated, I hope you're still in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Siri, choose a number between 1 and 6.
A random number between.
Aaron, are you still in here? Aaron, are you still in here? Oh, Vila on 14 months of the Side Delusional Club. No. You know, wrong, Aaron, but you know what, Aaron? I'll give it to you. What would you like to write on my cast? What would you like to write on your cast, Aaron? Let's hear it. Vila, 14 months. Thank you, brother. Jamal Mosley, Coach of the Year. Hey, we had a productive stream today, actually. Like, I feel like we're taking big steps as a community, you know? I'm realizing some things. Jamal Mosley, Coach of the Year. Aaron. All right, it's on there. You barely fucking read it because, you know, it's hard to write on this thing, man. I'm telling you guys. It's hard to write on this thing, but it's on there. Can you shout out my fiance? Her name is Vivian. Shout out to Vivian. You got a great fiance. Let me tell you something. Quarto? That's my guy right there. Through and through. He's helped me out through so many highs and lows. Just an incredible man. He's loaned me money. He's loaned me his time, his emotional bandwidth. So you've got to keep her. All right, let's give it up for Vivian. Small loan of $1 million. Yeah. For you, it is. So I appreciate that. All right. As I was saying, you know, we're rebranding a little tiny bit, figuring out stuff on the fly. I'm also figuring out, you know, don't know why in the past I've just been scared. You just fucking go live. You know? Just go live. Where can I watch this Thunder game? I got the Fever on right now, which I don't mind watching. I have been watching a good amount of WNBA. Like, we can just go live. You know what I mean? I don't know why I have to, why I feel like I'm stuck in like this thing where I have to be like so regimented. YouTube does appreciate that, but you know, it's better to just do it than to like not do it in like a attempt to be super strict on a schedule. Does that make sense at all? We'll figure this shit out. This is the summer, and I've said this before, but for sure this year it is. I mean it. This is the summer of experimenting. Sexually, no, I'm just kidding. This is the summer of experimenting. We're trying stuff out. Is the Thunder Grizzlies game only available on League Pass? Oh, ESPNU? Do I even fucking have that channel? Shave head stream? No. We're going to experiment some stuff. Okay. Thank you all for coming out. All of the OGs, you guys, love you very much. Could have spent your Saturday anywhere in the world. You decided to spend it here. New subscribers, I promise you guys will not regret it. Donations, remember, you guys never have to do that, but it helps me out tremendously. Makes me feel so good. Live tomorrow. Maybe. Not entirely sure yet. If something big happens, I'll go live. But Summer League starts. When's like the big Summer League days? Obviously, you have that separate league. Thursday. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, love you guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye. 2, bro. I'll do that quiz tomorrow. That looks fun. Bye.